From ABC News headquarters, this is World News with Charles Gibson.
Good evening. President Obama summoned executives of the largest credit card companies to the White House today, telling them, in essence, change the way you do business or the government will make you change. The numbers involving credit cards are staggering. Americans carry nearly $1 trillion of debt on their charge cards. That's an average of over $7,000 for every household with an unpaid balance. And the interest rates they owe have soared to an average above 14.5%. So Jake Tapper reports on today's meeting from the White House. Jake?
Good evening, Charlie. Well, consumer outrage against the credit card industry is growing. President Obama told top executives of the industry today that he wants to preserve the credit market, but he wants to do so in a way that curtails their abuses.
This afternoon, President Obama told top executives of 14 major credit card companies, including American Express, MasterCard, Visa, and Discover, that things must change.
The days of any time, any reason rate hikes and late fee traps have to end.
Those practices are becoming increasingly common. When Douglas Corey inadvertently made a payment that was less than the minimum required, his interest rate more than doubled to almost 29%, compounding his debt. But the company was no help.
They basically said that, there was nothing more than they could do. That was the way the system was designed.
Each day, the president is handed a purple folder containing 10 letters from the public. Today, the president told the executives that 1 in 10 complaints are about unfair credit card company practices.
People finding themselves starting off with a low rate, and next thing they know, their interest rates have doubled. Fees that they didn't know about, but are suddenly tagged onto their bills.
The president outlined what he wants the card companies to do, including more effective oversight, banning unfair rate increases, abusive fees and penalties, and making language in contracts easily understood. But some attendees today told ABC News they thought today's meeting was more political theater than substance. The industry believes, for the most part, they are doing what they need to survive in a recession, as Americans rack up more debt than ever before and are having trouble paying their bills.
I think a lot of those times you might see that consumer who's complaining, actually being in a more difficult situation than they'd like to admit.
Douglas Corey says he just wants a level playing field.
They deserve to make a profit, but they need to actually re-look at their value systems of how they make their profits.
The Federal Reserve is about to issue some new regulations, Charlie, about credit cards and credit card company behavior. Today at the meeting, one executive said that she was assigned to make the case as to why those regulations should suffice and not the legislation making its way through Capitol Hill. The president said, "Well, go ahead and make your case, but I disagree." Charlie?
Jake Tapper reporting from the White House tonight. Thanks to you.